Thank you for joining us at KCTV English News. I'm Angel Kim. Lee Hae-chan, the chairman of the Democratic Party of Korea, was joined by other Democratic lawmakers in a visit to the April 3rd Peace Park on Wednesday morning to pay tribute. The lawmakers promised the relatives of the victims to make concerted efforts to pass the full revision of the April 3rd Incident Special Law. Chairman Lee held a meeting with the board members of the Victims Committee and announced that he would make an active effort to have the bill reviewed at the Provisional National Assembly this month. He says the bill regarding the revision, however, has yet to pass through the judging process due to the rejection from the Liberty Korea Party. The head of the Victims Committee, Song Seung-moon, has declared that he will reject the lawmakers' visit to the honoring ceremony of the April 3rd incident next year if the revision bill is not passed. Yang Jo-hoon, the head of the April 3rd Peace Foundation, has suggested a financial contribution increase of 1 billion won for the foundation as the number of medical support recipients grows due to additional registrations from victims' relatives. The leaders of the Democratic Party of Korea says approval for the Greenland International Hospital should be revoked. Hearing procedures for the validity of the hospital is underway. Lawmaker Nam Min-soon from the Democratic Party of Korea stated at the budget policy meeting held at the business agency on Wednesday that the opening of the hospital is impossible, so canceling the approval would be the only step to take. Lawmaker Nam emphasized that the conditional approval did not take into consideration public opinions. She says the controversial hospital should no longer be a debated topic at the government level. The Jeju Farmers Association Council, along with 7 other farmers' groups, made demands at the budget policy meeting for the government to offer national support for maritime logistics costs, a pledge initially made by President Moon Jae-in. They claim that the growing burden of distribution costs is due in part to the drop in prices of winter crops. The groups are urging the party to establish a budget for the logistic costs for next year. Meanwhile, protesters opposing the second airport on the island conducted a picket demonstration at the meeting. They demanded the suspension of establishing basic plans for the new airport and the acceptance of the resolution passed in the Provincial Council. The Jeju Fire Festival starts on March 7th, and the city is running a higher number of shuttle buses traveling to the festival. Jeju City is running 160 shuttle buses, 30 more than last year, in an effort to reduce the high volume of traffic that is expected. For visitors traveling from Jeju City, shuttle buses to Sebyol-orum depart from the Jeju 5-day folk market as well as Tapdong. In Seogwipo City, shuttle buses are picking up passengers at Seogwipo City Hall too. The city of Jeju is requesting that travelers utilize the shuttle buses to decrease congestion. The provincial government and the Jeju Tourism Organization will subsidize advertising costs for cruises. Sightseeing cruises with a capacity of at least 10 passengers per operation will be supported with a 3 million won advertising subsidy starting this month. Businesses running multiple cruises will receive a maximum of 5 million won. The funding program will run through November of this year. A stipulation of the program states that the cruise ship must allow new passengers to board the ship from Jeju. The province and the Jeju Free International City Development Center met this week to seek a solution for the future of the DA Complex, but it looks like bumpy roads are ahead for the complex. Mike Laidman reports.
Officials representing Jeju Province file into the office of the Vice Governor alongside employees of the Jeju Free International City Development Center. This was their first meeting since the Supreme Court ruled that all administrative measures regarding the Yedae Resort residential complex were invalid last month. During the trial, 8 landowners at the site claimed the appointment of developers for the city planning project and the implementation of the plan were invalid. The court agreed and ruled in favor of the plaintiffs. Relevant departments at the provincial office and the task force that JDC started discussed future plans for the Yedae complex. The meetings are being chaired by Vice Governor Jeon Song-tae.
그래도 좀 제대로 어떤 방향으로 갈 것인지 좀 서로 얘기를 좀 해보자 이렇게 해서 어떻게 해나갈 것이냐에 대한 얘기를 서로 상호간에 의견을 나누는 거니까요.
The construction of the Jeju Complex was 13% complete 3 years ago, but it has been on hold until now. And recently, with the ruling by the Supreme Court, the project is essentially lost. In order to resume construction, the JDC, as developer, must begin negotiating land purchases with the owners. But the situation is challenging. Prices have surged compared with years before when the center simply expropriated land in the village. Meanwhile, if the JDC gives up construction and returns the expropriated land to its previous owners, it must still pay for the removal and disposal of already built structures. Landowners and area residents are requesting a sincere apology for the way things have progressed over the past number of years.
신임 이사장의 그 어떤 정책 방향에 따라서 기본 방향을 설정한다. 프로세스를 재정립해야 돼요.
There is a bumpy road ahead for the Jeju Complex. It seems as though an agreement between the province, area residents, landowners, and developer will not be reached anytime soon. Mike Lademan, KCTV.
Enjoy an explosive experience at Jeju's famous Fire Festival, a perfect blend of old and new. Taking a look at our weather. We're looking forward to slightly warmer temperatures on Friday with mostly sunny skies. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 5 and the afternoon high 13 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 6 and 14. The low before lunch in Seongsan will be 3 and the high in the afternoon 14 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, a low of 5 in the morning, warming up to a high of 13 degrees. And up on the mountain at Songpanak, the morning low will be 1 and the afternoon high 10 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the northwest and north at a speed of 8 to 13 meters per second, and seas will be between 1 and 2.5 meters. And here's a look at what's coming up. That brings us to the end of today's newscast. Thank you all for joining us, and until next time, you can find us on YouTube at KCTV E-News Jeju. Take care.